Welcome to another episode of Edmonton Young Legends. This is a video podcast slash interview with, some of my Edmonton friends that I feel like that can bring value to my audience, which is, young adults of Edmonton or even anyone from other cities too that can relate. In today's podcast, we talk about how Josue is very similar to me. He's also my age. He didn't grow up rich. He grinded right after high school as well. He has a few profitable businesses that he started on his own. One of the businesses is actually a window cleaning company where he fully automated it. So he just hired, I think he has like 11 employees, or he likes to call them team members. But yeah, it's very cool to see another 22-year-old entrepreneur that have a team and also doing what I do in Edmonton. In today's episode, I hope it brings you value, and I hope that our conversation shows you guys that we're just regular people that are just willing to risk it all, and that's what got us to where we are today. So I'm excited for this one, and comment down below who you want me to interview next. I'll see y'all in the video. Okay, yo. Let's get into it.
Alright,
are we just doing the same cut?
Yeah, same cut as last time. You remember it?
Hive taper?
Yeah, high taper.
Okay, yo.
Nice and clean.
Jason, shut up. We already started.
You guys moving around, eh?
I guess, yo. Let's just start off. What's your name? Tell people how old you are and how to say your name, because I had trouble saying your name at first. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has troubles. It's a French name.
Yeah.
I got like 2 names in my first name.
Oh, what is it?
I'm not gonna say the full thing. You want me to say the full thing?
Yeah, might as well.
So it's Josue Gloire.
Gloire?
Gloire.
Like guap without the P?
Gloire. Nah, not guap. I wish. It's Gloire.
Gloire?
Gloire. Gloire.
Gloire.
IRE. So it's like Josue and then hyphen Gloire.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
I'll just stick with Josue.
Yeah, just stick with Josue, But I'm 22 years old.
Yeah.
I run Second Coming. I connect the dots over there, the clothing company. If you haven't checked us out, make sure you check us out.
Yes,
Second Coming CA on IG.
Everything will be down below as well.
Bet.
And on the screen.
Word. And then I do a bunch of other things too. Like I do marketing at a psychology clinic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I run a window cleaning and a pressure washing company. So I'm like in all types of industries,
Yep.
So no, it's been good though. It's been like a crazy experience, just like dabbling into different industries and all that. Obviously, been learning a lot,
Yeah.
because what I'm used to is like the clothing company, so it's like more product based.
Which one did you do first?
I did the clothing company first, so I started that when I was 16, turning 17.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I started in like, I think it was like
You're 22
last
now?
semester. I'm 22 now. Last semester of grade 11.
I didn't know that.
That's when, yeah. So it was pretty early, but like.
Was it
for me,
called Second Coming already?
It was called Second Coming, but it was spelled differently. So it was spelled like actually words, like right now it's 2.
Oh, now it's 2.
And D coming, right? But before it was like Second Coming. I didn't like that, so.
I thought it was first like back then. Now it's second.
Yeah, now it's, yeah, there's a third one too, bro. But nah,
damn,
bro.
I didn't know it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, bro. But I was gonna say, like, for me, I wasn't always business minded at first, right?
Yeah.
Like, for me, it was just like a project. Like, I just wanted to express myself creatively, cause like that's what I wanted to do. So I put my energy towards that, and then over time, I was like, yo, let me just start selling these things, So I quickly whipped up a website by myself, and then ordered some hats. I think I ordered like 10 hats, and then I remember I was working at Tim Hortons at the time. Yeah, I was working at Timmy's, bro. Shout out to Timmy's. I was working at Timmy's at the time, and then it was like late at night. I was working a late shift, so like nobody was there. So I grabbed like a blank receipt from the printer, and I started like designing a logo. I was like, okay. I designed like 6 on the receipt, and I chose one. I was like, okay, this is the one that's gonna be on the hats. It's like the next day.
Do you have that design still?
I have the design still. Yeah,
send me that.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
It's an OG design, but yeah. So, the next day I was like, yeah, I need to find some hats. I just went online, and then got like 10 hats from like this random website. They came in, went to a printing shop, got it done, and that was all within like 2 weeks. And I dropped like the same week. Like I didn't even care about how the website looked. I just dropped, And then.
So you had a website from the start?
I had a website from the start. Yeah, that was like the first thing I did.
Grade 11?
Bro, like I just went on
You're like the
YouTube.
OG, like
You know?
like drop shipper, but not really drop shipper. Like your own
low-key,
brand.
My own brand. So I just went on YouTube, learned how to create a site. Did it super quickly, like, and then yeah.
What did you use back then?
Yo, I used Big Cartel. I've been everywhere.
I don't
bro.
even know where that is. What
Yeah,
the
it was like back then. It was like good for like creatives, you know, like small businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
So from there, bro, once I dropped the hats and like they sold out, that's when I was like, yeah, you know, like I could really do this. So I started getting more serious about business. Started doing my research and like just all self-taught.
Jeez.
Yeah, bro.
So, like, you did that in grade 11. Did you go to school for anything after grade 12? After high school?
Yeah, so like, yo, after high school, I didn't go straight into school.
Yeah.
I used to play soccer, right?
Yeah.
And then, so I would go to like the States and like have like trials with at certain universities. And I was doing that for like a whole year, just trying out for different schools. And then honestly, bro, like things just went left. Like I got injured. And so I came back, and then that's when I started focusing on Second Coming. Like I had Second Coming when I was in the States, but like my main priority wasn't Second Coming, you know? It was like sports, it was soccer. And then
Wait, so you like legit thought you're good enough to play, and you're out there to like, you were good enough, but you got injured and stuff,
exactly.
right?
So things happened, things went left.
Oh.
And then, yeah, I came back, and I was devastated, you know, because I didn't know what to do. But then I started falling in love with like designing and like business and like just the mindset behind like business people, you know?
Yeah.
And I started doing my research, and then just fell in love with it, bro. And it went from there. But yeah, it's been a crazy journey, bro.
Like growing up, would you say your parents were strict, or what type of parents do you have?
Bro, parents are super strict, you know?
Super strict?
I come from like, not super strict, but like maybe when I was a kid, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Like I come from, like my family, they're immigrants, you know? We come from Congo.
They don't tell you
Africa.
like, when you grow up, you gotta be this, you gotta be that. Though.
Nah, you know what? Like I know like with a lot of immigrants, that's how it is.
Yeah.
But, like I'm fortunate because like with my parents, they never really imposed that on me.
Yeah.
Maybe like a couple times they would like try to like suggest, oh, you should be this, you should be that, you know?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, whatever I was trying to be, like they would support. So like they, especially my dad, you know, like he was always there, like supporting me. And he's a guy that went to school for a really long time.
For what did he become?
He was a math professor, so he had his PhD.
He's a math professor?
Yeah, he has PhD in math. Yeah, so he went to school for a minute, you know? And like he would tell me, he was like, bro, don't even like worry about going to school for a long time like me. Like just do your thing and then go run your businesses, you know?
Really?
Yeah, bro, he trusted me. So I mean, like once they start seeing results, you know, that's when they start trusting you.
Oh.
Obviously, but like it wasn't.
But
always
like in
that.
grade 11, after you sold those 10 hats,
Yeah.
did you start selling like more stuff right after? Or?
Yeah. So right after, like, I didn't even use that money to put towards hats, bro. Like I took that money and I was like, yo, this is crazy. I just spent it, you know. I just spent it because I got super excited.
Oh, from the hats?
Yeah, I spent it on other shit.
Just and like useless shit?
Just like, you know, clothes for myself and like kicks and stuff like that. I was just a kid, right? I didn't know any better, like to save for the business and anything like that. But I was working, I had a job, so like I used my next paycheck to fund the next release. So the next release after that was hoodies.
How, what was the time span between each drop?
Each drop?
Yeah.
It was pretty long, honestly, but it's normal for like a brand that's just starting out, right? I think the time span was like 4 months.
Yeah.
Before I dropped the next thing.
But and like, they were hoodies?
Yeah, they were hoodies.
Who were supporting you in the beginning?
Oh, not very many people, bro. Like I'll be honest, like there's people who knew, of course, like my homies and like people in the school, and yeah, it was just like maybe 3 or 4 people who were really supporting. So
like who bought the first 10 hats? Do you remember those guys?
Yeah, bro, I remember the first guy.
Yeah.
Crazy story, bro. Listen, crazy story, right? So like, I remember I ordered the hats and the hats came with like bags, right? Like professional bags, like they look nice and everything. But yo, somehow I took all the hats out of the bags, and then I lost the bags. I don't even know what happened. And I was supposed to like, the first.
Like each hat you sell, you have to put in the bags or anything?
Yeah, but like the bags, I lost them. Like I ended up losing them somewhere in the crib. I don't know if like one of my parents threw them out or something. So I was like, yo, this guy's trying to come buy a hat right now, and I don't even have any bags, you know? So I was like, yo, I'm going to take this garbage bag and I'm going to put the hat in it.
No way.
Yeah.
Now you learned that,
Yeah,
like,
you know?
the presentation is so
exactly.
important now.
So, like, I did that, gave him the hat, and I apologized. I was like, bro, sorry, this is what happened. But, like, thankfully he understood, you know? But, like, obviously, like, that can't...
First customer,
That's first customer, but, yeah. I mean, I was just starting out, so...
Who bought the other 9? Just random from your
just
website?
randoms, yeah.
Whoa.
Just randoms from the website. Because I was like I said, I did my research on marketing and everything, you know? And at that time, you know, like with...
Grade 11, bro?
Yeah, bro, with Instagram ads,
yeah.
It's like, right now, it's like you don't get as much ROI on it. Like your return on investment is not as big unless you invest a lot. Back then, it was like underpriced attention, right?
Yeah.
So not many people were putting money into Instagram ads. So even with a
that
small
was
amount...
2015.
Yeah, around there. Or like 2016-ish, yeah.
Damn, you were already on that.
I mean, I did my research. So even like with a small amount, like your Instagram ad could do damage, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I was able to like sell those 9 hats.
Is that your first ever business?
That was my first ever business, yeah.
And so you have that clothing brand, and then when did you start your window cleaning?
Yo, window cleaning, it's been like a year and a half now. So I just wanted to like, I didn't want to just be a creative, you know?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be able to like experience different industries.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's how I'm gonna grow and like be better. I just wanted to challenge myself. So I was like, okay, let me just step into like a random industry and see what happens, you know? And like, yo, I didn't even know people be getting their windows cleaned like that, man.
Yes,
like,
until
crazy,
I met you,
right? You know? You thought the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But yo, people actually get their windows cleaned. So like, I was like, okay, this is really good. And then it started going really well, and eventually like I got up to like 7 employees at one point.
7?
With the window cleaning, yeah. And then
what are you at right now?
Or right now we're at 7, but we're gonna hire like 5 more.
Gee.
So we're looking for some people right now.
Okay, now my question. Oh, okay, there you go. If you're looking for a job,
yeah, you already know.
hit up Josue.
Hit the DMs.
But like, you have these 2 different businesses, one passion and one pretty much like for financial, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what's the main difference working on those businesses and running them? Because you know, just
no, for sure.
What's the main difference?
I think like the main difference is obviously like one's service based and one's product based. You know,
product as in
like product as in like physical product.
Yeah.
But like service based is
like a barber.
Exactly. There you go. So like I'm like communicating way more with the customer and everything, and I gotta handle a lot.
For which one?
For the window cleaning.
Oh yeah.
Like just face to face interactions, like a lot of phone calls and all of that. You know. And a lot more equipment that you gotta buy for the window cleaning and stuff like that. But for the clothing, it's obviously just product.
Yeah.
You know, you get your product, you do your photo shoot, your video shoot, or whatever.
What about when you're working on the actual business? Like, do you feel like you're enjoying one more than the other?
Oh, 100%. Like, Second Coming will always be like my first love. You know, there'll never be any other business that I enjoy more. But like with the window cleaning, it's like. It's more so to help me grow, you know, and learn more things. Like I'm not really in love with it, to be honest.
No.
I'm in love with business, but I'm not in love with, you know. I'm okay with it, like window cleaning, but it's not like Second Coming where I love to do it.
I know what you mean.
It doesn't feel like any work to me, you know.
So now, like, let's say someone coming straight from high school.
Yeah.
They always hear things like turn your passion into profit. Work hard, this and that. Like we're 22, both of us, right?
Yeah.
And some people, you know, take the secured path, like more security, like going to school, this and that.
Word.
I mean, if they're happy with it, go ahead.
Then go ahead. Yeah.
But like, just let them know, like, are you anyone like special? Like, did you have superpowers? You know what I mean?
I feel you. No,
like,
bro. Honestly, man. We're all the same, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I can do it, then you can do it. If Alex doing it, you can do it too, you know? The only thing that maybe differentiates us from some people is that the consistency, you know? Like, we put in the work, but we do it every day. And we get better at our craft. Because it's one thing for you to start, but, like, it's another thing for you to, like, to maintain you know?
Yeah.
I feel like maintaining your business is like the hardest part.
Yeah.
And like honestly, if you want to go to school, like that's your thing. Like there can't be like too many businessmen in the world, you know? There's also people that need to work 9 to 5s, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And so yeah, it's honestly it's whatever you want to do. But I do believe in like, you know, working on your passion. It doesn't even have to be like, some people don't even do it for profit, you know? They do it because they love it. Like even Second Coming, like if I wasn't getting paid for it, I wouldn't care.
It's profitable
you know?
right now, though, eh?
It's profitable right now, but like I don't take any money.
Yeah.
Like I put it all back into the business just so it can obviously grow, you know?
So you found out, you're lucky you found out like in grade 11 that, okay, you like doing this.
Right.
And you're already straight up like making money from it already.
Yeah.
But how did you, like, when did you find out, like, oh shit, this is what entrepreneurs do? And like, did you know what entrepreneur was? Like,
I didn't even, bro, I don't even think I knew what the word entrepreneur was at all.
Same,
I've never heard it, I swear.
Yeah.
I never heard it until like maybe like 2 years later, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that?
What is that?
But all I knew is I was selling hats and hoodies, you know?
Yeah.
But I never called myself an entrepreneur. I think like, yo, that label gets thrown around too easily, you know?
Yeah.
Like way too easily. Like to even label yourself an entrepreneur, I don't even think, it's okay to be in one industry,
Yeah.
but I feel like you should also be trying to touch different industries as well, you know?
Yeah.
And then maybe you can claim that title as entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So.
Is there ever a time in your entrepreneur career where you're like on the edge? You're like, oh, I'm not making money.
Bro. Yo, man, I have like so many stories about like money, but like at the end of the day, like you're gonna lose money in business, you know? And if you're not ready to lose money, then you're not ready for business. For me, like I've got scammed out of like thousands of dollars for, like, from like manufacturers. Oh yeah, and like crazy because like, you know, we got scammed maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
From this manufacturer, and like, yo, the dude took like a lot of money from us. And like from the outside looking in, it looked like the brand was doing well, you know? Like people didn't know about it because, right, we're able to still like put out content and like try to keep people interested. But like on the inside,
what did you have to do to solve that problem?
Well, just find a new manufacturer, honestly, and then like
money-wise though.
Money-wise,
you just.
I had to grind, bro.
Yeah.
Like I had to grind, and
I
had to. Bro,
which way?
Well, you know, like maybe like not a good way.
More.
I'd say not a good way, and for me it was like I'd do anything to keep the brand alive, you know. So
that's your baby.
That's my baby, bro. So there was that, but I also had like whatever it takes, and I had like a little job on the side. Like I would just like do little jobs here and there.
I know what you mean.
And then eventually, like, you know, I raised enough.
So you just
capital.
like quit.
Yeah,
your other stuff.
Exactly. Raised enough capital, put into another release, and thankfully that release went crazy. So, yeah, it all worked out, bro.
So like, you have all these things going on, but like what, this is like a cliche question, but what pushes you? Like what motivates you to do all these things?
Yeah, I think it's just, I know where I want to be, you know?
Where's that?
I don't want to say the cliche answer or the corny answer at the top, you know? That's
5 years later. Let's just do, where do you see yourself in 5 years then?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? In 5 years, I'm for sure like, so like this is the plan with like Second Coming, right? It's like, just think of a tree.
Yeah.
Second Coming is at the top, and it has like other branches, you know?
You mean at the bottom? Goes like that.
Exactly, my bad. Yeah, at the bottom, right? Thanks for correcting me, bro.
Yeah.
So at the bottom,
yeah,
and then there'll be like different branches, and those branches will be like the business, like different businesses. So that's
that's exactly how I imagine Compound,
right? So you guys want to like branch out into different things, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, exactly. I feel you on that. So right now with 2C, what we're doing is like building the foundation for that to happen, you know? So
more like jewelry and other stuff, or?
I wouldn't say jewelry and other stuff, but I would say like actual like manufacturing, like opening up a manufacturing company here in like in the West Canada, because there is none in Western Canada.
There isn't?
No, there's not much. It's like very few. So there's that, and then like an agency as well, you know, a consulting agency, and then other things as well. But for now, like those are the main two things on the list.
Where do you see your window going in 5 years?
Honestly, like, I could see myself continuing on with that, but
Yeah.
like not being on site, you know?
Just letting it run.
Yeah, letting it run. I mean, like, even now, like, I'm never on site, but I'm still working on the business. I'm just not working in the business, right?
Yeah.
So like, I probably still like work on the business,
Yep.
or like just have someone taking that spot for me, and me just being in the background. So
With your window company and your other companies,
yeah, the pressure washing.
the main question I like wonder is like, how do you know who to trust with your employees and with your management? How do you know someone's like qualified and like, you know,
To do
how do you
that.
how do you
Yeah.
hire people? Like, what do you see? What do you
yo,
look for?
I know, like, if you're working like your typical like day job, like
Yeah.
they'll ask you like questions, and it's usually
Like
most
an
of the
interview?
time it's like an interview, you
Yeah.
know. But for me, like, when I interview people, it's not, I don't even call it an interview. It's more like a conversation. Like, I just want to know, like, are you a good person?
Yeah.
Like, what are your values? You know, your morals and everything. And if you're solid, if you pass the vibe check, bro, you know,
Vibe check?
the vibe check, bro.
Vibe check, eh?
You pass the vibe check, you're in. You know. But
Yeah.
if you don't pass the vibe check, then it's not it. So I just want to see if you're like-minded, and if you can fit in with the team as well.
So it's not even about like the work ethic too?
Work ethic is for sure important.
Yeah, that's
like I'll ask questions about that, you know, like where they used to work, and like obviously their experience, and I'll make sure like they're being completely honest with me.
yeah.
And so yeah, I'd say like work ethic is like super important, and just being like open to doing certain things, right? Like multiple tasks, not just sticking to one position. So
But like most important thing you would say is like, how well is that person clicking with you? Sort of
exactly,
thing?
I think the relationship between like me and that person, or that person and the team, is the most important, because you know, you put them together, then you just need the chemistry to be there, you know. And if the chemistry is not there, then
Yeah.
they're not gonna work as well. So
Now this is on this next question.
yeah,
I know we're still pretty young. We're 22.
yeah,
But if you were to raise your kid to be like you,
right.
how would you do it?
Wow, I think that's crazy. That's a big question.
No, because I've
bro. That's
always
heavy,
been like,
bro.
I've always been thinking.
This
'Cause,
is the
like,
type of stuff you think about.
yeah,
right?
like, how do I make another me? Like, let's say I wanna, you know, run my business and then eventually pass it on to my kid.
Yeah. Word.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Like, I was never given anything growing up.
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna do that
You
to
worked
my
for
kid
everything.
too? You know what I mean?
Word.
How would you
Yeah.
raise your kid to be like you?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Honestly, for me, bro, my kid's not getting nothing. Like,
Nothing
this,
too?
so here's the thing, right? Like, here's the thing. My kid will always have like support, backing, like something to fall back on, you know.
Yeah.
But like, they're gonna have to go grind. and
Did
get
you
it for
have that
themselves.
growing up?
Nah, no.
The support?
The support from like you know, verbally, yeah, but like money wise, no.
No, eh?
Like, no, I worked for it all myself.
Damn.
Like, everything I got was like just me, you know, just grinding, hustling, and ended up working out. And I think it's better that way, you know, like, cause like
Yeah, when
I
you're on
feel
the
like,
edge.
yeah, and I feel like even for like, if we're talking about kids, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I support my kid in everything they do, they're gonna miss like certain steps, like important steps, and like miss like different levels that they should be, you know,
Yeah.
like hitting. But like, if they're like grinding and like out there like just getting it for themselves, then they're gonna learn a lot. They're gonna take a lot of L's, and that's what I want, bro. Like,
Where do you want them to work for their first job? Tim Hortons.
Yo, yeah, they can go to Tim Hortons, bro. Go work at Tim
Yo.
Hortons, bro.
My first job was McDonald's, I think.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stadium.
it's either gotta be retail for them, or some
True.
type of customer service, you know?
True.
Yeah.
Were you working service in Tim's? Oh, I guess you're
I was like,
everything.
bro, they put me everywhere, bro. They told me to throw out the garbage,
Everything.
clean the washrooms. I was cashier too, bro. I was everything, you know? Everything.
So, you said after high school you went to the U.S. to play soccer or whatever.
Yeah.
What would you recommend for younger, high schoolers
Yeah.
coming out of high school? Like, any tips for them? Just with what to do.
What to do.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, like, just make sure that when you make your decision, like you don't have anyone else influencing that decision, you know, like you're doing it for you. Because I think a lot of the time, like the people who surround us and like our parents, they influence our decisions, you know, and then at the end, like we end up regretting it. So
that's why I see a lot of people like not as happy with.
Bro, that's the thing, bro. They're like literally miserable because like they know like that decision wasn't like 100% them. You know, it was like 10% their friends, 20% their family.
What do you say to them when they feel like they have no other choice? They're like getting pressured into it. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Like they're getting pressured.
Yeah. I think at that point, it's all down to like, yo, do you want to be happy or not? You know? Like even though you're getting pressured, like if you go...
It's like they don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice. You know, if you listen to what your parents are saying or what your friends are saying, just know in your head, just know that you're not going to be happy with the decision you're making, you know? So it all comes down to like happiness. You want to be happy or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it really is.
Well, you said you went to US.
Yeah.
Did you go to school then?
I went to school, but for like just a little bit, you know? It was like more like a trial.
Did you like it?
Like, bro. It's different,
So you're not a school person?
Yo, I had good grades. Like I was okay in school, you know? I had good grades, but like that wasn't my focus. Like I didn't like school. I was like one of those kids that'll just show up like whenever. Or just, you know, pass.
Well, you still pass?
I just still pass. I just show up whenever. So I wasn't really in class like that. And like honestly, like I didn't even want to go to university or college or anything. Like the only reason why I wanted to go was for sports, right?
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that, I probably would have like not gone.
Not even gone, eh?
Not gone at all. Cause
did you waste money on that then? Like you had to go there and shit.
No. It was all paid for. So
really?
Yeah, I didn't waste any money.
Oh shit.
So it was all paid for. But
so, okay, let's say they do follow your advice. They don't want to go to school.
Yeah.
But then like, okay, they don't know how to start like a business or.
Okay.
You managed to do.
They want to do a business, but they don't know how to start.
Yeah.
Yo, I just
give
say
them
like
some advice on that.
Yeah, I'd say like honestly, like starting is the easiest part. Like
yeah.
The hardest part is maintaining. Like starting, you can just literally go on Google and type in how to start a clothing company.
That's what you did, right?
You know, that's what I did, bro. But like, you know, it's better if you just go on Google, type it in, it'll come out. There's like so many resources right now, or like even just I don't know, anybody who inspires you in that field. You know, like listening to their story and seeing how they did it.
Yeah,
like, that's one of the things that I did as well. And then from there, I wouldn't say copy because like.
Yeah.
You copy, you're not gonna get the same results, right? But like, take some of their ideas, or take some of their advice and just put it in your pocket, bro. You know, listen to it, and then go from there. So.
What about your window one? You just Googled it too?
Yeah, that I was just like, with that I just like Googled like underpriced businesses, like businesses
underpriced.
Businesses that don't get much attention. You know, I wanted to be in that field.
And then in a year and a half, you're already like.
In a year and a half, we're 7 employees in. We're doing good. So it's just wanting it, right? Like I just wanted more for myself, like wanted more of a challenge. I'm like obsessed with growth, right?
Yeah.
And I know the only way to do that is to challenge myself. So that's why I'm in like 3 different industries. That's the only reason why. Just want to grow more.
Bro, you have all these businesses, and then you said you're also working for someone.
Yeah, so that was this.
What's that?
That was a crazy story, right? So like I was self-employed for a while, and then when I was like going to school, like I was doing like marketing. I'm like obsessed with marketing. I love it, right? So I never had a marketing job like ever, but so like I said, I was self-employed, and then one of my homies is working at a clinic.
Yeah.
Right. She hit me up and she was like, "Yo, look, like." The clinic is looking for a marketing coordinator. And we were just laughing about it, like we were joking. And then she was like, yo, you should apply, but we were just laughing. I was like, okay, bet. Like, let me just apply because I want a new challenge, you know? So I'm just going to apply, see where it goes. And I came through to the interview, did a whole presentation, and like they weren't expecting it. Got the job.
You got the job.
Bro, I got the job like right off the bat. And I was like, for me, like the whole thing was like.
Because you're a business owner. I feel like if you're a business owner, you look through like the main task and you look at the goals instead.
It's deeper than that, you know?
Yeah, you're goal oriented, not like tasks, you know?
Exactly.
So that's how you got So you got the job.
I did the present. They didn't tell me to come with the presentation. I was like,
Yeah.
My whole thing was like, okay, they're gonna interview like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
How can I differentiate myself from those 5 or 6 people?
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, okay, bet. I'm just gonna like create a whole interview on their company, and
Sheesh.
basically tell them or show them like how we can do things better. You know.
Yeah.
And so, long story short, I got the job, and then
Still working there?
I'm there as like a marketing coordinator. Yeah, it's a really good company.
How do you have the time to do all these?
I think it's just like time management, you know, just being able to manage your time properly. And like I said, like if I was working like, cause like on the other businesses that I have, other than Second Coming, like I'm not working in the business, right? Like I'm working on the business,
Yeah.
so I don't have to be
Free up your time.
on site with the guys or anything, with the team or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have some time on my hands to do other stuff as well.
Is that job remote too? Like you don't have to be
Yeah,
there
it's
too?
remote. Like I don't have to be there. So yeah, it's good.
Why are you working for someone right now? Like, what's the benefit of that to you?
The benefit of that is, like I said, like learning more, you know, and like I have learned more because I know it's like for me the way I'm thinking of it is like just me going back to school, you know. That's how I see me like taking this job. Except like I'm actually like doing real things, you know. So I'm gaining experience.
Yeah.
And I can apply that to other areas, in my other businesses and stuff like that. So
I feel like there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there, or like they don't know they're entrepreneurs.
yeah,
So they're stuck in this
Yeah.
job,
right,
and they're just stuck in the motion and just going through their days.
right,
And you're working a job at the same time you have, your own businesses.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a really good tip to give. Is like, don't look at it as a job. Look at it
exactly.
as school.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing. Like for me, like I didn't have to take the job, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to take the job. But
You
like,
literally have like two
exactly.
businesses.
So
bro.
like I did not have to take the job, but
No.
like for me it was like being aware that I don't know everything about business,
No.
and I don't know everything about marketing. Let me go learn more in a different industry. Like I can learn a lot from the people who are there already.
Sheesh.
You know.
Yes
So-
mentality.
Bro, I'm telling you, like I think the key is, bro, just to be open-minded and like be willing to learn every day. Because once you stop learning, then it's a wrap.
A lot of people would just say no to that interview. Like,
Right.
fuck,
I
I
think-
don't know shit.
I think, you know, you
what
know-
industry is it?
It's a psychology industry.
Psychology.
Yeah, psychology. Bro, mans don't know nothing about psychology, bro.
Psychology.
You know?
And yeah, when you approach other people, yo, bro, I can get you a job here.
Yeah,
They wouldn't even say, yo, I don't know shit.
bro. I'm telling
Like,
you.
what was your first step that you did when you found out you had that interview?
First step I did was like
Research.
research the industry, go on their website, research the company, look on their website, see what they're doing good, see what they're not doing good, and see how I can improve that. You know, so like I wanted to show them. It's basically, like if you have an agency,
Yeah.
and you're working with a client, you want to show them how you can provide
Yeah.
value to them, right?
Yeah.
So that was my mentality going into the interview. Like, how can I provide value to these guys?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Did the other people, they just treated it like a regular interview, eh? And
Yeah,
then
I think
they're probably not business owners like you.
No,
That's why.
exactly. So like, I kind of had like a little advantage because like they saw my resume, obviously, and they're like, I think they got curious, They're like, why is a business owner trying to get a job,
Yeah.
But like, I think it's, bro, just be humble and like go learn, It's not,
Yeah.
for me, it's not about the money. Like I'm literally there to learn. Like I don't even know when I get paid half the time, man.
Is it
I'm
good
telling
pay
you,
still?
It's good pay. It's good
Yeah.
pay. But like I actually, it just happens. I don't know when I get paid. I always gotta ask, bro. I always gotta ask. So like that just goes to show I'm not there for the money. Like I'm there to learn
That's
more
sick.
knowledge. So yeah, it's a good experience, and like I'd recommend it to like anyone. Like whether you have a business or not. If you wanna go learn, like go find a job in that industry, in that field, like marketing or. I don't know.
So it doesn't have to be something you like.
No,
just go try out different
just
things.
go try out different things. Like I always tell people, like especially now at our age,
Yeah.
now is like the best time to jump in the water and go for a swim.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like
We don't
we're
have
so
mortgages.
young. We don't, bro. No mortgages. Like we're chilling.
Yeah.
Like we're literally like babies, bro. So
For real.
and plus, bro, like I always use this analogy, but like you'll never know what you like unless you taste it, right? It's like with food.
Yeah, that's true.
if you say like, oh yeah, I don't like this food, but you've never had it, you're not making any sense, right? Like at least taste it before you say whether you like it or not. So
That's true.
yeah, just taste and see. You never know what your passion may be. So, and that's for all the people who say they can't find their passion. If you're not searching, if you're not tasting different things, then you can't say you can't find your passion, you know?
That's true. That's a big one, bro.
Tell me, bro.
Yeah. But like, people are scared, I feel like. That's the main problem.
Yeah.
They got like this nice job.
Right. And they don't want to step outside the comfort zone. If you don't want to step
Do you have a tip for them?
Tip for them. Honestly, I'll keep it real. If you don't want to step outside the comfort zone, then it's either like an insecurity or...
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Like
they're gonna be like, "Yo, why would you?"
Exactly. Like, what is this person gonna think? Or like,
that's true.
You know, am I gonna fail? Failing is just a part of the game. Like, there's no business owner that's never failed. You know?
Yep.
Like, it's just a part of the game. So, if you're not ready to fail, then like, that's how you know then business is not for you. Just to keep it real.
Damn.
But it's like, yeah, like we were talking about earlier, like not everybody can be a business person. It's okay to not be a business person, right? No problem with that.
I read this thing or I watched something.
Yeah.
There's like 3 things in life. You want security, comfort. What's the other one? You can only choose one, I think. Security, comfort, and I forget the other one.
Damn.
But
so, what would you choose?
The other one. I forget what it was. Fuck.
Because
security is like you're stuck in a job. You got a good job.
Yeah.
Comfort is, you know, you're not really.
You're just comfortable. You're chilling.
Yeah,
like
you're
okay,
chilling.
You're okay with where
you don't have that much money, but yeah, you're okay with what you got.
Wow. I'd for sure like just take the risk, man. Like just me being me, and the type of person I am. Like, there's a lot of times I took the risk and like I took like fat L's, but like.
Yo, tell them a story about that. So
my gosh,
you know,
bro.
tell them an L story.
An L story.
An L story.
Damn. L story. Okay, I'll tell the scamming story.
Yeah.
So like basically with that, and we don't talk about it much, you know. But like it's whatever, because it's good for people to know.
100%.
You know, like what to watch out for, and like it's good for people to know that like losing money is just a part of the game, right?
Yeah.
So basically what happened was we're trying to manufacture clothes, and we worked with this one company. We're like a friend recommending them. He's worked with them before. Okay. This scammer, he's a hacker, so he hacked into their data system, and he was acting as if he was that company. Oh,
so it's not even the company; it's the hacker.
It's the hacker. So he hacked in, and he was like, "Yeah, like we can do that for you. Like, you know, send this amount." And I was like, "Yo, these prices are like crazy cheap." This was me just like being completely stupid, bro. Like I could have just avoided this whole situation, you know? I was like, nah. Let me just take the risk. Like these prices, they're cheap, but like I'm just gonna take the risk. So like, I sent some money to get a sample made. Yeah. And he made the sample. Like he sent it back, and it was blessed. I was like, yo,
what? This hacker knows what he's doing, bro.
I was like, yo, this guy got connects, bro. So I was like, yo, this is kind of fire. So I was like, okay, bet. Like I sent like a large sum of money, you know? Like between like
5 digits.
Oh yeah, 5 digits for sure. So 5 digits, bro.
Sheesh.
Like when you convert it to USD, like it comes up to 5 digits.
Oh yeah.
But so I sent that amount, and I was happy. I was like, yo, we're gonna go crazy. Like clothes are so cheap, and like we got so much. Bro, like time passed by, and he would just make excuses. He'd be like, yo, like there's a thunderstorm or like a rainstorm going on here. Like the roads are flooded. And I was like, yo, this guy's lying, bro. Like,
why don't the hacker just take your money and leave?
Bro, I don't know why he was playing with me, man.
He wanted
more money.
Maybe there's
he wanted to get more money out of me.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, so he would say, oh, the roads are flooded. And I was like, bro. So I search it up, and the roads are actually flooded. Like, no one's working. I was like, okay, so he's not lying.
What?
Yeah, he's not lying.
How the fuck?
Bro, so he wasn't lying. Like, it was all over the news and everything. And I was like, okay, bet. So I'll just wait a little bit. And then time goes on, and like 4 months went on. He was just making excuses and excuses. At that point, I was like, bro, I was actually like depressed. I was like, yo, wow. Like I actually just got finessed, bro.
And then
I just told him, I was like,
ghosted you?
I told him, I was like, yo, like, I know you scammed me, like, just be honest. And he's like, yeah, I scammed you. And he told me everything he did. He's like, I hacked the company, and you're never gonna find me. And he ghosted me, bro.
I don't know if that's a hacker, bro.
Bro, I don't know what he was, man, but he was a finesser.
Yeah.
You know? Like
maybe they straight up just
But
it's the
thing
company.
is-
What if it was the actual
I don't know,
company?
cause like the thing is, I called the company after, and I tried to figure things out. And my friend had like worked with the company like more than once.
So
You know?
it's trusted.
Yeah, it's trusted. That's why I went for them. And so like, bottom line, you know, like do your research. Make sure you don't make any
Yeah, that's
stupid
true.
moves like that. So like just being knowledgeable, doing your research, and knowing which moves to make.
When you took this
Important.
L, was your company already like making good money?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah?
bro. Like we're doing well. Like we just had, we had
If
we
do you think if you took that L like earlier in the company's thing, you would have just tried again?
Oh, I would have for sure tried
Yeah?
again. Like I promise you, like I can honestly say this, when all that happened, the last thing I was thinking about was like to quit.
Yeah.
Like I was not thinking about quitting or anything.
It's just like a bump on the road.
It's just
eh?
a bump on the road, and like thankfully I knew like that was normal, and that probably wouldn't even be the worst bump. You know, it's gonna be worse for sure.
Yeah, we're just in the beginning, bro.
We're just in the beginning stages, so like, yeah, just keep pushing, like stay consistent, and like good things will come. Like we got out of that mess, so it just goes to show like
Yeah.
all you gotta do is persist. You know, stop at nothing.
Do you read books?
I read books, yeah.
Do you?
I never used to read books. I never used to read books until I got into like business and like.
Same.
Yeah, bro, I hated books.
I listen to them. I don't read.
Okay, yeah, I like listening to podcasts too. But I also read books from time to time.
Do you have any book recommendations?
Yeah. Honestly, this goes for like any business person, not just anyone in like the clothing industry or anything
Yeah.
like that. But I'd say there's a few. There's How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Influence People.
You know that one, right?
Yeah.
By Dale Carnegie. There's Traction.
Distractions?
Traction.
Traction?
Yeah, that's a really good book. Like, talks about how to build like structure and a good business system.
Yeah.
And then there's what other book can I recommend? How Brands Become Icons.
Ooh.
That's
Good one for clothing?
That's
Or just
like,
any?
bro, any.
Any?
Like that's probably my favorite out of all the books I've read. So definitely go check that out.
Okay, to end this episode,
Yes, sir.
let's end it with a banger.
Say less.
If you had to give your, I'm not gonna say a grade 12 self because
Yeah.
you started your company in grade 11.
Yeah.
If you had to give your, I guess grade 11 self one advice, what would it be from now? Like knowing what you know now.
Knowing what I know now.
Yeah. One advice.
Wow, that's okay.
You can think about it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it. That's a loaded question. Honestly, I would say.
Because if you just give like a little tip, it might only work for that one problem, right? You gotta
Exactly.
have general
gotta have
one.
a general. I think the most important thing for me was to learn how to maintain. You know, learn how to maintain a business. Because like there are a lot of times where like I didn't have any structure in the business, you know, and there was like no system for the business. You know what I mean? And when you don't have system or like structure in the business will fall apart anytime.
Yeah.
But when you have structure and a system, like you know how to keep the business running, and it's like a cycle, you know. So I think that'd be the best piece of advice.
Just have a system and
Just have a system.
be more organized.
And be more organized and like, you know, be consistent with that structure. So.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man.
Yo, that gives me advice. You for my
Hey,
businesses.
Man,
I'm
happy
actually
I
like
could do that.
I'm actually like thinking of like systems and shit right now.
Yeah, bro.
To, like make
it's so
it
important.
run
like,
smoothly.
Yo, that like I actually just learned that like a year ago. You know, like it was recent, because like I realized that like, we didn't really have structure like that. You know, and so once I created that structure, things started changing.
Okay, word. All right, man. Thanks for coming to this podcast.
Bro, thanks for having me.
I'm gonna finish the cut too.
My boy, shout out to Alec. Make sure you keep tuning into his podcast.
Sir.
You know.
We took a break, but we're back.
You already know.
I'm gonna finish the back now, and then I'll show you guys the after.
Boom.
We're done.
So.